Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Live. There it is. How's everyone today? We got it to work on Watch Me Work, which we're really excited about. There's a happy dance going on off screen. Yay. Yay. We're all excited.
Kirby's excited. Aren't you, Kirby?
Kirby says, don't touch me. Okay. So today, I'm continuing the process of learning chainmail. Yay! It was a viewer request, and so I started it last night trying to figure it out. Yeah, more light would be awesome. Ooh. All the light. Yeah. So last night I started trying to learn chainmail, being something I've never touched before, and it turned out actually to be not super hard. It's a lot easier than the time I tried origami, so there's that.
I need a mic stand. That's covered in stuff.
Good.
It's sticky.
So last night I made a European 4-in-1, which is this guy right here, and it looks super cool. European 4-in-1. And then I made a Japanese, was supposed to be a 1-in-2 or something, and then it looked really boring when I did it, so I added to it a bit more. So instead of just doing one ring, I did 2 along one edge, so it gives it a little more heft. I'll have to say this one was a whole lot easier than this one was. Hey Chris, yeah, success. There was a happy dance. I think we figured out what keeps getting in our way, so hopefully we won't have any more issues and we will have this taken care of. But
It's the YouTube Now option in Restream.io keeps reproducing the same URL.
There you
whereas
go.
if you do just YouTube, which I guess goes to events, creates a new URL every time, which is the thing.
there you go. It's exactly what you said it was. And we have figured that out now. And we are making it work. So, anyway. Yeah, I'm really pleased that we've got this going. So anyway, I did the European 4-in-1 and the Japanese 2-in-1. And now this one's a 2-in-6. Japanese 2-in-6 that I'm going to do. Basically, it's going to make a beehive looking pattern. Ooh, coffee. That's exciting. Right, so it's going to be very similar to this guy, but I'm not going to do the doubles, I'm just going to do singles, and then it's going to look like a beehive, which isn't going to look like a whole lot until I get a string. So I have all of my closed circles off to the side, because when I get the chainmail links, they come in kind of wonky. Oh, that's really not going to show up, is it? Yeah, there it is. It comes in kind of wonky. They're not flush with one another, which is fine because you have to open the ring. But to make a chain easier, you have to have them flush. And now that's smooth and not going to cut you.
Alright, that'll work better for chat for you.
Thank you. Yeah, it is nice to have coffee delivery. I have the manservant.
Go on.
Bye, manservant.
Alright, we're gonna put pants on for the video games. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, well, we wanted to make it work. We were just being a bit inept at first, namely because I only kind of know how to make things function, and so I was relying on the manservant who just left to help me out. Yeah, it took a while, and I'm sorry about that. That was totally our bad. I'm sure we could have figured it out sooner, but we kept trying. And we're here, and we made it. Yes. So, I'm going to make a chain because otherwise it's going to be really, really boring to watch because it's a lot of tiny movements. I'll also try and move these up so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Oop. You can see I'm beginning a chain there. Well, I think we figured it out though, because we got it to work twice this morning. Because we wanted to make sure it was going to work for the broadcast, so we got it working way earlier this morning and then determined that it was in fact working. And so I have to go clean up my YouTube because there's a bunch of tests on there where we're like, is this going to work? Maybe. Is this going to work? Maybe. Oop. Be flush. Okay. And this one didn't feel very flush. Oop. Since this is a new craft that I've never really done before, my brain gets totally KO'd by trying to work out what I'm doing. Wait a minute. Okay, no, that's right. Chris, no, I get it. Y'all are in the beginning phases and you're getting there. I have no complaints whatsoever. It just took me a while to get it worked out. Oh, no worries. You can keep chatting. This is just one of those, like, some of my crafts I know so well that I don't have to think about it, and so I just do it, and it's all muscle memory, like embroidery or nail binding, or most of the crafts, in fact, that I do. But this, because I learned it last night on stream, I'm like, what am I doing? Do I know what I'm doing? And I have to think about it. It's like crocheting where you have to remember numbers. I get completely distracted and I'm like, oh God, I don't know where I am. Oh well. I guess I'm starting from scratch. But I don't really know what I'm doing with this yet. Like, I bought the chainmail because someone requested they wanted to see me make it, which is awesome. I love new ideas and trying new skills. But there wasn't really a plan. I was just really excited that I got it in the mail and was like, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna make something out of chainmail. So, who knows? Maybe Kirby is gonna get a really cool collar. Would you like that, dog? She's looking at me. She's like, I don't wear collars. Maybe she'll just look really hardcore and everyone will be really scared of her. Be my metal dog. Okay. So you can see that I'm kind of just making a ring, a chain, whatever word we want to use to describe this. Super simple. It's all just one ring, one ring, one ring. Because once I have a long string of this, I'm going to lay it out and then I'm going to fold it back on itself and then I'm going to start connecting it in weird and crazy ways. Which I think it's going to be more confusing being singles than it would be as doubles. I was doing doubles because then I could identify what was my long string and what was my vertical connectors. I think in the pattern it called it rows and columns, but I'm terrible at following patterns. I don't do that for any of my crafts, so learning. Yeah, if we get to 100 followers, there will be a party. Sorry, that's on Twitch. There's Watching Working on Twitch happening right now. But yeah, if I hit 100 followers, there's going to be a party, and I'm going to invite everyone who's ever been on the stream. And then we can all get together and craft something magnificent. I have changed my mind and I'm making this a double after all because I don't think I'll be able to identify it when I get into the bigger pattern otherwise. So I'm just going to go back and add some. Did I totally just mess that up? No, I didn't. Okay, it's fine. False alarm. Okay. Man, today's gonna be a busy day, and it's supposed to be my day off. I'm gonna do this for an hour or two. Oh, grumbles. I'm going to help someone move because I have a big vehicle. And they're not actually moving, they just got a new job, but they were a band director, so they have to move between 2 different schools. And so I'm going to be moving band equipment between 2 schools. I don't know. Being a good friend and whatnot. Lending my vehicle. Except we're going to be going at like the heat of the Texas day, so I'm going to melt. And then tonight, Woo! Yeah, Psych Artist is awesome. She was one of the first people I spoke to on Watch Me Work, and she is a very, very cool person in general. She joined on one of my streams the other day, and I actually purchased one of her paintings because she's very talented, and I'm very excited to display it on my painting wall. But thank you, Chris, for joining and stopping in. I'm glad I'm up and running again. I'm sorry for not being here for a while, but I'm back, and I'm doing it. Also, K-pop jacket lady, hi mom. How are you liking Watch Me Work? It's pretty cool. You should follow me on Watch Me Work because I think I don't have any followers, but I'm not actually sure. Okay. Did you see how far I came last night on what I was working on? Because I have a nice block thing here, and now I'm taking it from this pattern, which is basically squares, to one that's going to be triangles, which is going to look ridiculous. But I'm pretty excited about it. Okay. There. Now there are doubles, and that makes me feel better. I can now identify what I'm doing. Bye, Chris. Have a good day. Anyway, I was just talking about my day. I'm going to, after I help someone move and melt in the Texas sun, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to organize more because Ahmed arrives tomorrow. And then at 5:30, I have the Driscoll beer dinner, and I'm really, really excited about that. That's just off screen. Oh, what I'm doing is just off screen? It's hard because I pull things close to me, like with embroidery, I pull it all close to my face, and then I realize no one can see what I'm doing, but here. This is the exact same chain as this. That's a different chain. So this one and this one are the same basic like string, but then how I'm connecting the string to itself is going to change. So on this one, I just went back and forth in rows, so it basically hit like a right angle and was like, cool, and turn, and then connect it, and then turn and connect it like a snake. This next one is going to look more like a honeycomb because it'll fold in on itself, but instead of being a square, it's going to form a triangle, and that should look really cool. I'm pausing because I looked at the pattern. I have it off screen. I looked at it, and I was like, yeah, I can do this. But then I want to know why it was considered harder than the 4 one. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll see why it's considered harder. But yeah, Driscoll beer dinner tonight with Strange Brew Brewing Company. I haven't even looked at the menu yet, but I'm sure it's to die for. And I have some homegrown garlic that I have to give the head chef because he really wanted some and was supposed to come to my work and pick it up, but never did. So he is behind the times. And I'm just going to be really creepy and carry a huge clove of garlic, or I guess not a clove, but like a string of cloves in my purse to a fancy dinner party as though I'm warding off vampires. You never know, guys. 6th Street can be a scary place. But I will do that, and I will bring him some, which will be cool. Maybe I'll get free food out of it, because he's a really good cook. I wonder how long of a chain I'm supposed to make before I start trying to do the pattern. Probably a really long chain, right? Do you want to join me?
No.
Okay. I just figured I'd ask.
Just seeing what you're doing.
I'm making the same chain. Because remember last night I was folding this one back and forth to form squares?
Mm-hmm.
But instead of being like this, I'm going to do it off-center like this, and then I'm going to add a link so it's triangles.
Oh, so that'll protect air from arrows better.
Sure.
You were trying to kill me with that last one. Like, oh, I'm trying to wear this on. It's got giant gaps in it.
It's for the Kirby baby.
For enemy arrows. Jeez.
What if I made Kirby a bodysuit that was all chainmail, and then we took her to the dog park?
That'd be pretty cool.
She would be indestructible.
Yeah. Starting off with like a big old neck piece, maybe with a little bit of a head, so it's a coif. Would be really cool. Am I saying that right? Coif? Coif?
I don't know.
But yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, basically my dog is just getting armor and or a collar. Something. It's for the dog, though. Because she's clearly the most important.
We need to protect her.
She was protecting me earlier.
Yep.
Carlos came up to me and was like, he gave me a hug, but then he was making growling noises when he did it, and Kirby just like lost her mind. She was barking and growling and jumping and leaping up at him. And I was like, aw, Kirby's my protector. Kirby's here to save me from Carlos.
Yep.
Then again, she also really doesn't like hugs. She hates it when people hug one another, so it could have also just been that. Kirby is very selfish. No affection should go to anyone except her. Okay, so this string is super easy. If anyone ever wants to try making chainmail, I suggest starting with this one, not the one I started with. Because basically, you just open a ring, which is taking 2 sets of pliers, one each side of the gap, and twisting it open, not pulling it open so that your circle breaks, but twisting it so that your circle becomes kind of a spiral. Otherwise, you'll never get it back together again. And then you hook the 2 rings from the rest of your string, and then you add 2 more rings. So you have 4 rings, and then you close it by twisting it back together. And ta-da! You've added to it. So you can see in a short period of time I've managed to make a fairly long bit of chain. I really need to order more rings if this is something I'm going to do. I think this was something like 2,000 rings that I ordered. But I didn't take into account how many rings it would take to make something. I just was like, yeah, 2,000 seems like a good starting point. Have some left over. Except probably not, because I now want to make Kirby something epic. If she will be a model. Maybe if I have treats, the dog will model it. Oh, these ones are my closed ones. Do y'all have any other suggestions on what I could make? Because last night we had dog collar, bracelet, choker, just really simple things, since I'm a beginner. But I know online there's patterns for more extensive things and more fancy stitches? Is that what you would call this? Would you call this stitches? I might call this stitches. And then you can make like earrings and like fancy necklaces. Oh, I could totally make your dog a bodysuit with the number of things I have. That would be really funny. A little war badger. Because you can see the string, like making the string is easy. Just make a little armor. Just teeny armor. Would Badger wear it, or would Badger just sit there and shake and cry because she's a little dog? I was like, Kirby, I don't think would even notice it was on her body, because I'm not sure she even knows she has a collar half the time. Okay, I think we're nearing the point where I can start trying to form my shape. I think so. There's patterns online for things like shirts. I wonder if there's dog vests or something. Okay. Go here. It's gonna be a pretty long chain. Namely, I'm gonna switch because, oops, what did I do? What? How did I mess that up? I don't know. I want you to take Badger for walks around the neighborhood wearing full chainmail. Double, single. Oh, that one didn't close very well. Okay. Yeah, I have any respect for people who make chainmail anything, because this takes forever. Though, I was reading online yesterday that there are tools that make this so much easier and faster. There's things that like hold your rings and open them for you, so you're not actually having to put forth the effort of like picking up a ring, opening it, putting things in it, and closing it. There's a tool that does half of that process for you. So that would make it a whole bunch easier. Your dog in full chainmail would make a very cool Instagram photo. I was hoping to make Kirby a collar so I could use Kirby's dirt face. I don't think I can go see Swiss Army Man. Remember, I'm helping Jeff move. As much as I would like to go see that movie, I think it has to wait for another day. Or you can go see it without me. I could go see it without you. Oh. Okay. I'm going to say this chain is done since it's getting pretty long. And now I'm going to figure out how to turn it into the hexagon shape. Okay. So let's start on this side. Have everything tilted the same way. Wow, that was a really big gust of wind. I could hear it in our fireplace, because our fireplace can hear the outside. All right. Turn it this way. Okay, we're going to start really small to begin with, because I don't fully know how to do this, but the concept seems pretty straightforward, because you're just, instead of attaching things as a square, you're attaching it as a triangle. So if I just fold one over, maybe. Yes, okay. I see it. It goes like this, and then this folds over and comes like this. Okay. Oh, Grumbles. crumbles. Kirby, thank you. That's not actually anything. That's a car just drove by. Yeah. It was just a car. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can do this again. It goes this one. Wait. Maybe not. Hold on. I think I have to look at the photo again. Okay, no, I had it right. I was on the right track. We got this. Don't worry, guys. I basically just have to keep making triangles. Like, that's a triangle. Okay, let's see. There's an easier way of tackling this than constantly having to pick it up. Sorry, I heard the ping I did. I'm just concentrating for a hot second. Okay. Yeah. I'm not great with new stitches. I like having time to figure out what I'm doing. Like, that looks right to me. Okay, well, I think I see what it's supposed to look like, but I think my end may be getting messed up when I do this, so let's give it a go, shall we? I'm gonna connect this to this. Nope. See, I have to pick it up. I will never be good at display because I have to pick things up and move it closer to my face. Not that it really does anything. It's not like I can't see it. I just want it closer to my face. Okay. Make sure everything's pointing the same way because I did this last night and I connected two things correctly, but everything was pointing wrong. So it looked a bit weird. Okay, so that little chunk right there is correct. Victory. Whew. Victory means caffeine break. Curry, please stop chewing on yourself. Maybe I can make you a muzzle out of chainmail and it'll be really hardcore. Even in natural light, the dog blends in. You still can't see her. Weird. Okay. So that little bit is fine. I was joking last night that I felt like I had succeeded in getting my Boy Scout badge for chainmail because I can make a keychain. And that holds true, but now I can make a keychain in 3 different styles. So I am fancier than your average Boy Scout. This is weird though. It looks like the other one kind of lays flat a little bit. This one doesn't lay as flat. This one sticks up a bit. You can see my connectors between the 2 strands. Sorry I keep picking this up. I can show you an image of what I'm trying to duplicate if that helps. Because I feel like there's no way this is going to make sense on the screen. So I'm trying to make this guy right here. Not necessarily that shape, but that stitch. So you can see it's triangles holding it all together instead of squares, which is what this one is. So far the easiest is definitely the square guy. That was a broken hoop. That is a shame. So I was gonna make anything. It would probably be out of that because it doesn't take nearly as long. Though I think the most attractive one is definitely this one. And that's the European 1x4. This is not nearly as difficult as some of the others though. I was looking at patterns this morning and some of them they varied on each stitch, which is a definite no-no in my brain because I would totally forget what I was supposed to be doing on the next stitch. But we're trying to go a little harder each time I try a new one. The idea being I'll get better. I'll slowly progress. If there's another stitch you want me to try, you can always send it to me. Because this is from the same website as the other 2. I did a European one. Now I've done 2 Japanese ones. I was reading on the website that said this was not nearly as strong as the European one. Like the European one was the superior chainmail type. I don't know. I assume maybe that is true. The only issue is I can't do the 6 ones because my rings are too small. Because I tried that last night and then I tried it again this morning because I thought maybe I was tired last night and just wasn't figuring it out. And so I tried it again this morning, but my rings are definitely too small to do a pattern with 6s. So I think 4 is the max that I can do. But I'm getting the hang of this one. This one isn't that bad. A lot of picking it up and like putting it back down. Yeah, no, that website is great. It's the, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, I messed something up. Here I am talking about how I was getting the hang of it. Hello. I don't know how I managed to do this. I managed to hook a completely unrelated link between my others. Oh man, it's like going back in and doing surgery. Woo! And this one doesn't want to move because it's right in the middle of everything. Okay. All right, get this guy out. Now to put it back in properly. Man, now I remember why I stream at night, because it gets awfully warm in here during daylight hours. Oh no, where'd it go? Where does it need to go? Right here. Gotcha. Wait, what about Carlos with his null binding? Yeah, I think he's coming down to defend himself, but I totally missed the reference.
No, I'm coming to fix something because I keep hearing the ding so loud. So, doing this, we'll turn down desktop audio to that level. Or just turn it off altogether. Turn it off altogether.
Look.
For now. That was looking good. Yeah, looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, he added and lost stitch on different rows. It's kind of how I'm feeling. I'm connecting things that shouldn't be connected on accident. See, you can't see. It just looks like a jumble of stitches on the camera, but I swear it's looking pretty sweet. Ah, there we go. Maybe. Don't focus on the back, focus on the front.
Are you making a keychain, tchotchke?
What?
It goes on your keychain?
Sure. And I'm trying all the different stitches so I know which one is the best to make Kirby a collar out of. There you go. You can see the triangles though. You can see I'm totally getting the pattern, which is awesome. I still think for Kirby's collar it's going to be this one, which is the European 1x4. And then maybe Badger's outfit is going to be these square guys right here. Because it's like very malleable and loose. This is the softest one. This one, I think he's going to be a bit more dense. There we go. I also think I need to figure out how to make the European 1x4 wider, because that I do not know. I did not figure that out. I feel like I need to spotlight Kirby so you guys can actually see her, because you can hear her for sure. Through here, through here. Okay, I think once I finish this chunk, I'm gonna move on to trying to make this one wider. I'm sure there's a tutorial on here, on that same website that'll tell me how to do it. Again, it's Art of Chainmail.
What?
Just looking at you.
How dare you?
Okay, they're not Japanese chainmail, because I've done 2 of these guys already. So European patterns.
If I put the spotlight on Kirby, is she visible? A little bit.
A little bit more.
A little bit more. Maybe this one too? With all the light.
You still can't even see the stupid dog.
She's highlighted by both lights.
It's just barely brown. Oh well.
It'll work.
It's funny, last night Hallie from the GOT7 concert came online, and it wasn't until the very end of the stream that she was just like, oh god, there's a dog there. It's like, there is a dog. She just is camouflaged into the couch. Ah! Don't know my own strength sometimes. Well, this one has been pretty good. I've only messed up the once, so clearly I'm getting the hang of chainmail in general. And like seeing where the rings should go. So I'm pleased with that. I'm already down to like half a bag though.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the follow, Jack. How are you doing today? Whoop. Yeah, Hallie was really neat coming online. She must have seen it on Instagram. She came on and chatted for a bit, and she said she may either come down to Austin so we could collaborate on something, or I can go up to Dallas and we can collaborate on something up there. So I think that'd be really awesome because I love having new people on here. Just like there's someone I met at work who I think would be really cool to have on the stream. One of my favorite local artists agreed to come on some point. I just need to schedule him. I think Jake and his friend Liz should come on. Like reaching out to folks. Also, we're in the process of getting our Discord server set up, which means we could potentially play games with people and hear them in real time versus having to wait for chat. So we could play like Scruples and not have to wait for a typed response. We could just hear a response. So that would be really neat. I'm really looking forward to that. It is going to make communicating so much easier. Okay. Ta-da! I did it. There it is. You can see it's slightly different from the 4 because it's more dense, but still very similar. And then the European one is just completely different. So, that was good. I like it. Now I'm going to see how to make this guy bigger. Okay. What? Okay, so if I'm looking at this the right way, okay. Everything's where it's supposed to be. Then it says, place an open link through two closed links. All right. Seems straightforward enough. Open link. Place the open link through the two row edges linked colored in copper in the illustration. Close the link. Repeat this step each time you start adding a new row. Hold on. So I think I go like this. I think so. Okay, let's see. What am I looking at? I don't even know anymore. Did I link the right two? I thought I did. Okay, I did. All right. Okay, so can you send me that link, please? And then I will try doing that one. I just thought Kirby's neck was too big for such a thin collar, so. Oh, this is totally how you do this. Okay. Psh, I can do this. I don't know why this looked so intimidating and hard last night. I looked at it and I was like, cool, moving on. We're not going to try and make it wider. Why? Because this is easy. Kirby, stop making so much noise. Why do you make so much noise? All the time. Facebook, please, because then I can grab it on my phone. And I will just pull up the URL and instructions on my phone, which I have right here. Look, it's getting wider. And that's really easy. I think I'm doing it correctly too. Not 100% if I'm doing it correctly, but we'll see. We'll find out. Now at least when I lay it down flat though, it actually holds its shape. It doesn't come undone on me. No, where are the instructions? Okay. Miscellaneous patterns. Okay, whoops, that's upside down. Okay, this looks neat. All right, I'm gonna put that down for a minute because that's gonna be really boring just watching me add like link by link to make it wider. So let's see what this is. 1 into 4 spiral chain. Aw, it says I first learned this from a young man at the SCA, and I'm a member of the SCA. Look at that, that's so cool. Oh, hey! Good morning, Eluk Kanin. Oh god, I totally butchered that, didn't I? Please tell me what you would like to be called, and I will endeavor to call you that, and hopefully not completely butcher it. But thank you for the compliment. This is my second time ever trying chainmail. The first time was last night. So I'm still working on learning all the stitches. I have a Japanese, oh god, I don't even remember, 1 in 4 or something, or 1 in 6. And then this is a 1 in 2, and this is a 1 in 4 European style. I don't know. I'm on theartofchainmail.com, and it's kind of an awesome website. And now oh good. This is one of the best things for challenging my ability to speak the English language, is someone will come up with a name and I'm like, uh-huh, great. I'm just gonna pronounce those letters. Yes, I started last night at 7, and I did it for a couple of hours, and I made these 2 pieces last night. And then this morning I made this piece, which is a slightly different stitch. And now I've had a request for a 1 into 4 spiral chain. So I'm gonna try that. Yep, I'm making chainmail. I'm thinking I'm making a dog collar for my dog, who is asleep right here. And then she'll look very scary and intimidating. All right, my 1 into 4 spiral chain. Place an open link through a closed link and close the open link. Super simple, I can do that. All right, we'll open a link. Elikanen, if you have something you want to see, chainmail or otherwise, you can always let me know, because chainmail was a viewer request. So I am endeavoring to do chainmail because someone wanted to see it. And right now, I'm on Watch Me Work and Twitch, and someone on Watch Me Work just sent me a link for a pattern they wanted to see me do, so I'm working on it. But if there's something you're like, I want you to try this pattern, I can definitely try. No promises, but I can try. Step 1 completed of the spiral chain. Lay out the link.
Oh, yeah.
Elikanen, thank you for the follow. Lay out the links as indicated in the illustration. All the links that you add to the pattern will follow the same overlapping twist. Great. For these instructions, the most forward link overlays the previous link at the top. This will create a clockwise twist. Okay. 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 Cool. Lots of instructions to basically tell me that I'm twisting the chain. Thank you, Jack. That is very nice. It is very plain, because it was early in the morning when I woke up this morning and I was not trying. Take an open link and place it through the 2 links colored copper in the illustration. Alrighty. Except this pretends like I'm going to lay my stuff flat, and I'm just incapable of doing that. I like picking everything up, so. Oh well. Ah, my nail is caught. Alrighty. That look right? Yeah, probably. How much time did it take me to make that chainmail? Yeah, hardest thing seems to be keeping the twist right. Yeah, well, especially if I keep picking it up. Because this is... Okay, nope, I've already forgotten what I've done. Let me start that over. Last night, I think I was on Twitch for 3 hours. So 3 hours to make these 2 pieces, but then only maybe 30 minutes to make this piece right here, because I started that this morning. So it doesn't take terribly long. I think the hardest part, like the longest bit, is me working out what the pattern is wanting me to do and then trying to duplicate it. Because not having experience in chainmail is making the patterns a little bit hard to understand. Like, I just did this. What? Is So I go through this. Okay, this is just... I keep losing what I've just done, and I'm not sure how that's possible. Oh, it's because I'm twisting it backwards. Okay. Okay. I apparently did not want to go the way the instructions said. I'm going the opposite direction. So that's what's happening right now. We're rolling with it. Except I say that and I'm not entirely sure I've done that correctly. Whoop. Okay, we're gonna keep doing what I think this wants me to do. And then if it's wrong, I'll take it apart or scrap it and we'll go on to a different pattern.